Yeah, we're all mic'd up.
There you go. Now you're in.
We're a good bunch.
Yeah, I would say it's like so bad. Is it bad?
Yeah.
Say like
That's all coming down the pipeline. Yeah, opening night, April 26th. Like I said, we've never ever missed an opening.
GRETA. It's my favorite place in Toronto.
We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. Let's go. If you vibe, gon' hit you. People who ride with you.
I get jocked over every project. I love so everyone's unique and different. And you know, the one thing I like about this the most, get me super excited, is that we're going to be doing something really unique and different with the back bars that we haven't done in any of the other spots. This back room will be amazing because we've got like kind of gallery type seating that you can see on the projector and screens and stuff. But this one is like just going to be a stunning visual. So there's no TVs in it, and it's going to be like from here all the way to the ceiling back bar with like LED lighting. And so it's going to be the most elevated, really kind of unique, cool back bar that we've ever done. The other thing I'm excited about is that with everyone, I'm a bit of a game nerd. So, I mean, part of the whole thing. So I actually, I actually pick out all the games. So I do all the games, and I sort of learn them, and I go to these game shows, and I play lots of them. And so I'm like a little kid, and so I love it. And so we actually have one of the games that we're going to be getting here will be the first one, I hope, in North America. It'll be out of the first load. So they literally just released the game. It's a mere $65,000. So for the one game, but I'm pretty excited about it. So we're gonna sort of see. It actually goes right there in that corner. I just love architecture and the buildings and stuff, and so I look at these. I know the ages of all my buildings, and I love being in them. To have the ability to be in a space that has got this sort of amount of history and be able to, you know, have a great time here and chill out I think is amazing. So I don't know, I'm just a geek with that stuff. I love it.
Yeah. Just giving any compelling content yet? You just yell at each other, drop some F-bombs?
Not yet.
No?
A few F-bombs, but
That was the advice of Felix Cartel yesterday. Was like, you guys gotta create some drama. Like, you guys are father and son. Like,
yeah.
Go boys, create some drama.
You
can yell at me.
You could have been here earlier when we were talking about the budget.
Yeah.
Toronto is just such a different beast. It's across the country, can't get there as quickly as we could with the other locations, but also like the budget is so much bigger, the hype is so much bigger, the pressure is so much bigger, the spends are so much bigger. I think this marketing budget is 50%, maybe more bigger than the other marketing budgets I've ever had. But honestly, it's the pressure. It's the, like, I just can't even equate it to words at this point. I said to Casey earlier today, I feel like puking, but I'm happy about it.
You got the Jays, Leaf, Raptors here, and even TFC and the Argonauts. Like, your three major sports teams and two other ones. 5 sports teams, man. This city is this is the real deal.
You know what Chris always talks about too? Chris talks about when he talks about proving the brand, and the brand being what he wants the brand to be. You see a lot of success. If you stay on the West Coast, you can go north and south. You're still on the West Coast and the culture is similar. But if you want to prove yourself as a brand, it's like it can do it anywhere. You have to go west to east.
I mean, meeting the people we're meeting really is the biggest thing. Like, making the connections.
These are the people that are going to tell people to go to GRETA, and these are the people that are going to come to GRETA and party with us too, right? Like, celebrate with us. So we're opening up GRETA Bar just across the street. So yeah. My name's Cade. I'm the senior hospitality manager for GRETA YYZ. It's kind of a made-up title. I do a lot of stuff, and I just kind of go where I'm needed. I'm in love with the brand. I live it. I've got it tattooed on me. I'm fully there. So yeah, it's tattooed on me. I'm debating getting the liquor license tattooed on me as well now, just from the trials and tribulations of getting our liquor order here. But the most exciting thing has been the level and the skill of the team to me. I really think this is I'm hoping, we've been working, this is going to be the smoothest open there is. It's looking that way. We're so far ahead. The team is so trained. The bartender, like, it's just that, it really excites me, the potential that we have here. To blend the fun of the games so that you're not just walking laps around a bar with an amazing atmosphere, great hospitality, awesome cocktails, the global street food, right? 100%. Like, that's the whole point of it.
Well, I'm Blake Burnett. I'm the promotions manager here at GRETA YYZ. I was actually also the first Toronto hire of GRETA, so I've been rocking out with these guys since around December. And honestly, it's been a whirlwind, but it's been the most beautiful chaos I could possibly imagine. Ever since December, when they brought me out to GRETA for the first time, I really started to get an idea of the special element that this company has. All of the management, everybody I've met, all of our systems in place are all very community-oriented, very organic, very non-corporatized, very human. So being with GRETA this whole time, I've really been able to just be myself. And I've loved just being able to, you know, embody the energy that I have and funnel that into what's constructive for the business.
We change our menus about 2 times a year at a minimum. That's for our staple menu. And then obviously we have seasonal stuff. Calgary has Stampede, as well as Christmas menus and one-off events. Kind of the focus is that we want to stay current. We want to see what's happening in the product mixes and the direction with everything. Some stuff is low sellers, some stuff's big sellers. Some of it's not even about high and low, but it's about what the market calls for or what the need is inside of our store. Some stuff just, we have a great vegan item and corporate loves it, things like that. So we always have to assess our late night clientele, our dinner clientele, the happy hour, and then getting into the actual full picture of everything. Toronto's gonna be kind of our first swing at like more for making the successful open that will probably take, you know, 60-70% of the best sellers from across the company and really fine tune that. And then hopefully the chef that we get in there can come in, do 4 or 5 items. The challenges we've had when we open stores is we learn to expect a chef to generate 20 items brand new, cost it, sell it, train it, and do it is honestly a nightmare, and I think it's a disservice to our team and to customers. So if we could start like this, cut over time, the chef can hopefully replace the menu with his own kind of vibe and what he wants to do.
Like Vanessa, the art director for GRETA, has been a huge part of helping me offset some of my load and frustration of day-to-day activities that, you know, still contribute to the brand of GRETA. So really having a solid team.
Analyze a social media campaign by a brand that you believe was highly effective.
I need things to get going. I don't do well in this middle ground of like waiting around. Like as soon as something goes live, as soon as my campaign specifically goes live and we're seeing traction and people are talking about it, I will feel better.
It has to be a place that represents every single person that walks through the doors of GRETA. And even with the Find GRETA mural, like it would almost be funnier to me or more impactful if it's like Find GRETA, but there isn't one GRETA in there. Literally all of those people are GRETA, and more props to you if you take a selfie in front of the mural because you are GRETA as well.
So something we always say at GRETA is we are all GRETA, and we never actually put a face or a person behind who GRETA was. But this time with this campaign, Go Big or Go Home with Toronto, we're actually putting legs to the name GRETA, literally. So we have 3 GRETA models through the Academy campaign, all different shapes and sizes, ethnicities and backgrounds and genders. So we're really trying to capture that we are all GRETA, she is everybody, and really coming into the streets of Toronto and just dominating. You know, we're not going to kick down the CN Tower, but maybe we will. We'll see what Godzilla GRETA chooses to do. What is going on right now physically in Toronto that I'm missing out on? The FOMO is real. I can't move on from this, but we are bringing to life Godzilla GRETA today at the studio with Academy. Academy being our marketing and content agency for this opening. Again, huge privilege to be working with these guys. Just unbelievable creative talent, but Godzilla GRETA, which you guys will all see in the grand opening campaign. She is coming to life, this queen.
Like nobody really comes to GRETA wearing Crocs. People come to GRETA wearing Converse. You know what I mean? So like there's that vibe of like who do we want GRETA to be? And I would say GRETA maybe wears Crocs in her spare time at home when she's just chilling, but when she's walking the town and being Godzilla GRETA, she's probably wearing the cons. So I actually like the cons, and I actually don't mind the legs and no pants. I don't mind it because it's way more catching and appealing. Like if you saw that, you'd be like, what?
For something like GRETA, which is so playful, so much devious, has so much game playing involved in it, we needed to come up with an idea that felt like it reflected that type of gamification. And Find Greta is really dual meaning, right? It's like finding Greta the place, but also finding Greta the experience, and using that as like a really big jump off point to introduce Greta to Toronto.
How's the house hunting front? I know it's been quite the battle with that last one, especially.
Yeah, no, it's going awful.
It's going awful.
It's not good.
You're saying that, or your wife's saying that, or both?
As the person managing her stress, it's going awful.
Yeah.
It's not ideal. Yeah.
What about the kids? Are they excited at least?
I mean, Ollie doesn't get it, but Benji's excited every day. How much longer till Toronto? He calls it big games, Daddy's work. Like, because the first time he ever heard about it, it's like, oh, we're going to Daddy's big games at Daddy's work. So he doesn't call it Greta, he calls it that.
Big games.
Big games at Daddy's work is like the title of what I do.
Yeah.
So he is always asking when.
My daughter still doesn't know what I do.
is.
Tracy loves to ask Paige what I do.
What do you do?
I didn't have to tell her
1%
increases
of Greta Toronto.
and I need the house to sell, so I don't have to tell her about the.
We're up to $5.4 million.
Circumvent the money.
Initially, our budget was like 4.7.
Let me get the equity and then just quickly put it into investments. And
the games were an extra $250,000. The HVAC unit.
Towards this.
You buy it. You take over an 1890s building, like, you know, and it's never been a restaurant. It's never been a bar. Like, the infrastructure, it's more expensive. All the trades are more expensive. Our staff training is going to be more. So that's why when we're talking about this marketing, which we can transition to. So basically, Godzilla Greta appears in key locations on King West. Imagine her peering out from behind the Flatiron building, riding the top of King West streetcar. So again, like, so they started talking about, so this would be like a 15-second video campaign. So that, again, AR, not just, so it'd be digital, not just like a static.
I know. That was on the way to Jamaica. That's what that was. Yeah.
Yeah, paparazzi snap pics.
That was Taylor's bachelor party. Yeah.
His teeth are so long.
In comparison to mine. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's all right. They want a bit of drama in this thing. Don't worry. All right.
Yeah, these are all Greta Edmonton. This is like our condo, our basement suite at Greta Edmonton.
Oh my God. How do you have all this shit?
It just comes up when I search your name.
Yeah.
I gave them a bunch.
Yeah, last day Greta Bar, man. I'm actually not working tonight, which fuck great. I'm just here to genuinely do what I'm supposed to do every shift, man. Talk to my friends, talk to my staff, check in, say hey to the industry. Yeah, it's you know, it's kind of sinking in that I'm actually leaving in a couple of days, you know? So this isn't a Vancouver where you're an hour away, a 10-hour drive and a 1-hour flight away. This is 4 hours. It's 2 time zones. It's a 5-day drive. Like, yeah, man, it's definitely a little surreal, but this is what we got to do.
Even this with the green light, you know, adds to it, you know.
The green light is only just a microphone, though. I will say that, because this guy's been filming me the whole night. So.
I'm going to miss House of Barnaby as he always has our back. Yes, we miss Colin so much. Thank you for always defending us behind here for merch. I'll definitely miss all the smiles that he spreads on the floor, making sure everyone's okay.
All right, Colin, we're going to miss you, man. We're going to miss the shit talk, and I'm going to miss kicking your ass in the pool.
Colin's last day in Calgary. I personally just met Colin. I cannot wait till he comes down to King Street. I get to work with him. He's been unbelievable, man. He has so much experience, so much passion for this industry. People are going to miss him here, but we're gaining an all-star, man.
Gonna miss Colin, but not gonna miss the party. It's gonna stay. Party's gonna stay.
Colin, we're going to miss you, bro. We all love you here. Hope you have fun in Toronto.
Colin, we love you. We're going to miss you here in Calgary, but we wish you the best in Toronto. I'm going to miss your manic ways of buzzing around the store, but that's what I love most about you.
We're all here to celebrate. Some of us are really going to miss him. I'm not really going to miss him, but I'll see him soon in Toronto anyways.
Hey, what's up, man? Carlos here from the YYZ location. And we're here in the YYC location right now. Just catching a vibe, seeing what Greta's all about, and I'm loving every minute of it.
You taught me so much last year, I'm sorry.
Shut up.
Bravocado, because Bravo, it's like you're teaching me shit.
Come here, man.
It's like, congratulations, Bravo, you know.
I love you, man. You did not have to do that. That is cute. My dog will chew this up, so I'm going to keep this with me personally.
Put a flight in the stew. So which one? This is my fourth Greta. I know how it's going to be. The opening couple months, it's going to be busy. But you can come to Toronto if you came Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I won't work till 10 o'clock. We'll have the whole day together, kind of thing. So last time, last time we left was okay. It was really tough, but during our visit away, Jess got diagnosed with a brain tumor. And that I flew home right away. I think we spent like 10 days together, just figuring out like, fuck, what are we gonna do here? Like this is something serious. And Casey was like, Chris, like Greta had my back 100%. You need to move back. And I said, let me just get back to Vancouver, finish up what I started. And then so I cut my Vancouver trip a little early, and then we came back. And right now we're just trying to figure out what's going on. The tumor's stable. It's as far as we know. As far as we know, it's benign, but we don't know 100%. So this is what's going to make this trip a little harder. It's like leaving your wife when you know she's. I just would not be with a company who didn't care. They just care so fucking much. Like the first thing Casey and Chris said when they offered me this thing, they said, "Look, it's family first. Don't say anything. Go home, talk to your wife, make sure you're both okay with it. And if you're both okay, then we'll offer you this." Like companies don't do that, man. Like they just don't. So
they even said at one point, like, what does Jess need?
Like what does she need? How can we make it easier for her? And I mean, they both know. They both have families. They both know how hard it is to be on the road. Like Casey, especially with the 2 young kids. Like it's leaving his kids is like he said leaving Paige for that 2 days in Toronto was the hardest 2 days of his life. Like that's so if anyone gets it, they get it.
Okay, I'll call her right away. Hi, Lily.
Hiring fair, yeah, push that. Good relationships with Nar City, BlogTO. They helped me push the messaging to the people of Toronto. We pushed it on social media. I mean, digital is like my strong suit, and I think that's just the best way to communicate to our demographic. So yeah, we put a little money into that campaign, and yeah, we saw a huge turnout. I think the guy said over 1,000 people showed up and hired a lot of really good people, really talented people who share the same values as us.
I don't care if not just service. 70 employees in total seems absurd. That seems so
bottle service too. One service.
But I bet you like lots of people have.
Well, yeah, that's true. Like bottle service, yeah, less is more on bottle service for sure. You're probably running, yeah, you're probably only getting 2 tables at bottle service, and they have pretty much that whole room becomes bottle service.
Yeah, 70?
I don't think at one time. 70 at one time seems heavy.
What's the capacity there?
That's not 70 at one time. There's
450.
No, there's just
no, 70 servers was on the schedule, is what he said.
Yeah. I really like this guy. So, yeah.
Okay, and then I have.
I would put that down as a list.
Okay, and then we have. Filled out. So, or in my list.
Yeah, so I'm Cass. I am the HR manager for all of Greta. We have over 200 staff, which is the largest that we've ever had for an opening staff. Comparative to the last open that I was a part of, I think, you know, staff are really invested. They really want to know what's happening. They want to be involved. The promo teams that are happening, like the schedules, like it's really good to see how engaged staff are getting in all aspects of it. So I'm really excited to kind of see that continue through the opening weekend as well.
This is probably the best I think I've ever seen at any hiring fair I've been at. Like, for real. And I've done like 15, 20 of these things. We want the best people. We want poppy. We want bubbly. Yeah, that's it. Personality, man. I'll take personality over experience any day.
Good conversationalists, charismatic, honestly just good flow in general, and like happiness.
Personality is obviously the number one. Like there's not even a question. Like I think the common thread is you can train anyone to basically do anything in life, but sometimes you can't train personality. And then it's really hard to figure it out in a job interview, but work ethic. You know, you want to find those people who are like willing to come in early, stay late, cover shifts, like do all that in the hospitality industry. There's just so many fluid things like that, especially when you open a new business.
Yeah, the interviewing process has been great. I'm doing a lot of second interviews and referrals from friends and staff and stuff like that, and it's been killer. The people that have been advocating to come work here have been on point. They're exciting, getting a good mix of all the jobs, and then even the walk-in traffic. good. People are excited about Greta. It sounds like people are welcoming something new to the neighborhood, which is very exciting. Like, we want to celebrate with you. We want to host a great time. We want to be welcoming, smiles all around. Like, I'd like to think that we get along with all walks of life and we're here to have a good time. Like, I should be able to sit down. Any of our managers should be able to sit with anybody and make a friendship. Like, that's the style of people we want.
I don't think I've interviewed this many people since we reopened things in Toronto. So it's really cool to see people interesting and engaged and looking for something new. I'm looking forward to creating a new home for industry to come and party. Yeah.
Meeting a lot of good people from Toronto, meeting a lot of interested candidates in the brand. I think that what we're looking for right now is kind of personality, and I'm starting to see a little bit of that, and I'm just excited to meet more people and kind of see what's going on.
Good, man. We've seen a lot of good candidates come out today. I'm really grateful for that. It's like you can see, it's like bummy weather outside, it's raining. I'm really happy that people are enduring the weather to come just see us. I feel really grateful for that.
What are you looking forward most?
Well, I'm looking
for the opening.
I'm looking to crush everybody in Mario Kart.
Job fair. We out here. Big Blake in the house.
Come on over, baby.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture.